Hi there, it's Wendy, Jarvis, author of the book Be a Duck, the 8 Lessons from Our Feathered Friends. I just thought I'd do a short video to talk about why I wrote the book. When people hear that I wrote a book, they often are surprised and they ask why, and then they ask how. So last summer, when I was enjoying some time on my deck, I started to write some notes and started to think a little bit about my legacy and what was it that I wanted to leave behind, and about my thoughts and opinions about things that people I thought needed to get back to the basic concepts of things such as communication, sticking together, adapting, realizing our limits, all of the 8 chapters that I wrote in the book. So the why of why I wrote this book is that I wanted to leave something behind, I suppose some sort of a legacy, to leave my mark, and to leave my, wise words for the world. And I wanted somewhere there to be these sort of fundamental lessons written down for people to follow, to help them live better, happier, more content lives. And I wanted to have a reference of some sort for people to be reminded of the simple things that we can do in life that will help us have happy lives and healthy lives. But a more important reason why I wanted to write this book was that I wanted to set an example for my own children and for the students that I work with, that it's never too late to follow your dreams. And I'm hoping that by going through the process and coming out in the end with an actual product, that people, my family, and also my students can realize that you can do something if you set your mind to it. I'm hoping that by writing the book, going from my ideas to actually getting something into hard print that looks somewhat professional, it is an example of taking initiative, some determination, and that it's never too late to follow your dreams. And even if no one ever read this book, I'm hoping that my kids would go forward with the idea that, gee, if my mom can write a book when she's in her 50s, that they can set goals for themselves and follow a dream that they have, no matter at what stage of their life that they are in. The second question people ask me is, how did you write a book? Well, first of all, I had ideas. Second of all, I wrote those ideas down. And thirdly, I had some people that believed in me and encouraged me. Then when I had all of my ideas sort of together, I put them into categories and into groups, did a little bit more research about ducks. And then when I was pulling it all together, I was looking for some illustrations, and a friend of mine who's also a colleague, Jeff Tenard, he illustrated the front cover for me and the pictures inside. And Jeff is also the one that was instrumental in actually getting the book onto a platform, pulling it all together. I'm not as technologically inclined as he is, so I'm very thankful for that. So the book is under Tenard Publishing for Jeff. And then once the book was up, I kind of felt like I had completed this task that I'd put forth. Little did I know that if you actually want people to read your book, you got to work on the marketing part of things. And so this summer I've kind of focused on that. So what's next for me? I'm working on another book that talks about change and dealing with change, which is, really important right now with the pandemic and how people have had to do the pandemic pivot and change and adapt to things. I actually started the book way before the global pandemic hit, and so now I really need to go back and change things, because I'm going to look at change through a different lens, as will my audience. So no ducks in my next book. There's going to be a lot of stairs and staircases, I'll let you know that. So hopefully this little video has answered the why I wrote a book and how I wrote a book. It's currently available on Amazon as a print copy or as an ebook. I've also got it on Lulu and Kobo Books. So if you're interested or you haven't had a chance to check it out, thanks for taking the time to listen.